but it's kind of just this idea of, oh, everything is doomed anyway, so why do anything? That's kind of pervasive in the story, and I didn't think the story justified it at all. It doesn't show why the people of Salem's Lot should be so complacent or so resigned. Salem's Lot is like an idyllic little town where nothing bad seems to have ever happened other than like an accident 20 years ago. And here's my genius rewrite of how to do Salem's Lot, right? If you're gonna kind of just use the name and then do your own thing with it, which this only does insofar as it changes the ending just by doing the opposite. It doesn't seem to actually have a different take on it. Make it about social media and doom scrolling. Like that's the story, right? So everybody's resigned to how terrible everything is, and it's just focused about what's right in front of them, and they don't see the actual world around them, and they don't actually interact with other people. They are just constantly engaging with how terrible and pointless and bleak everything is. And that is how, and the vampire kind of takes that place, right? That's what the vampire exploits, because people don't care about or have been conditioned to no longer care because it's pointless. That's where the vampire comes in, and that's where the vampire takes over, because the vampire requires that you care, and you've been conditioned to not care. Then that's when the vampire wins. That's my rewrite. Let's make it about people being just on their phones all the time, talking about climate change and overpopulation or war or whatever, like whatever terrible thing is going on. And as a result, by being obsessed with every bad thing that happens in the world, which may or may not be actually happening, but because they're so absorbed, they don't even perceive their environment anymore. And that's why the vampire can take over. That's my rewrite. That's how you update that story to 2024.
Yeah. No, I understand. There needs to be a reason why there's like just pretty much carelessness and not being aware of your surroundings. And this movie, unfortunately, it lacked that.
And I think that's how you kind of justify why a fairly nice town is so jaded, because they've been reading the news, because they have Twitter. That's why the vampire wins. That's my hot take. That's how you reimagine Salem's Lot.
I'd watch that movie, man.